Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick video talking about a movie I bought recently from my friend Fred. Shout out, Night Chills. Night Chills is a 2001 horror mystery movie with deep Dungeons and Dragons influence. So, I have a group of friends. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons or any kind of pen and paper role-playing games in years, but I used to play Dungeons and Dragons. Shadowrun I loved, even though the rules were way too convoluted for me. It's one of my favorite universes and video games and stuff. So we used to watch this movie called Gamers. Not the Gamers with the LARPing, Darkness Rising, but the other one. I've talked about it on the channel. So I saw this, and it's all about D&D and murder and all this stuff. I thought it sounded really cool. So my friend Fred picked it up, and he said, I didn't really love it. I'll give you a really good deal. Just PayPal me this and I'll mail it to you. So I did. So I just had my two friends over that I used to play Dungeons and Dragons and Shadowrun with, and we all enjoyed it. This is the thing with this film is it's pretty serious. I expect it to be sort of goofy or tongue-in-cheek to where it has like maybe some comedic notes to it. It doesn't. It plays itself completely straight, which is the weirdest part about the film. It's about this group of people that go to this teacher's house once a week and they play like a Dungeons and Dragons type of game. And everyone thinks Dungeons and Dragons has like this satanic overtone to it, and that if you play it, you're evil and bad things happen. Kind of like, superstition. This really happened back in, I guess, the late 70s to early mid 80s when Dungeons and Dragons was first coming about and getting prevalent. They thought it was like an evil thing or anti-Christianity. So anyhow, there's like this stigma throughout the film of them playing this Dungeons and Dragons type of game. And one of the characters is like this nerdy, weird introvert. He sort of always hits on the women and comes off as creepy, not like he's not flirting with them in a way that they enjoy it. He comes off as creepy. Some of the guys give him a really hard time and pick on him during these Dungeons and Dragons sessions, and he ends up like flipping out and killing himself. He smashes his car into a tree. So throughout the rest of the film, there's this knight who is mimicking his character from the campaign, the Dungeons and Dragons RPG, and murdering all the friends in the group that have sort of shit on him throughout the film. You don't know if it's real, if it's a ghost, if it's somebody else doing it and making believe, but it's played, like I said, completely straight. The teacher starts to get involved because it's his house and he's the one running the Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So they start to catch wind of it at school and give him a hard time, and I think he loses his job or gets suspended or something. So it's like a just total sort of drama with horror elements mixed in. There's a little bit of blood, but really not. Is it a slasher movie? I guess it has like horror elements and mystery elements to it. It feels like something you'd see, like, again, I always say this about these movies, like really late at night, and you're watching some weird B movie at like 2 in the morning on like HBO or something. As I said, this came out in 2001. It's 82 minutes long, which is good because it doesn't overstay its welcome. And it's got a new transfer from the master tapes, commentary, interviews, a visual essay. The interviews were pretty cool. They were short, but it was cool because you got to see some of the actors now. Archival footage, news coverage, special effects, archival camera test for a sequel, reversible cover art, a photo gallery, 8 subtitles, and a couple other things that I'm probably skipping over here. I think they interviewed one of the actors and writers. It was a shot on video film, so it definitely has that kind of low budget quality to it, though some of the scenes do look pretty good in regards to quality wise. They put this cover out there for the movie, which I thought fits the tone very well. That's the knight that's running around the town on his horse killing people. And I think this is the old like DVD or VHS cover, which I don't like at all. There's even another cover that I saw that I thought just did not capture the sort of premise of the film well, but this one, this purplish red one, does. This was put out by Saturn's Core, who is a Vinegar Syndrome partner label. If you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan, you like role-playing games and horror and cheesy low-budget goodness, I would recommend Night Chills. It's not going to blow your socks off and be like this phenomenal game changer. no pun intended. But it's definitely fun, and I thought it was pretty ambitious and well done, considering the budget and special effects and everything. So let me know, guys, if you've seen Night Chills. It seems to be sort of a cult classic that has garnered some attention in its release. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.